Now this could be a difference maker. So Jimmy Horn Jr. is finally going to get his opportunity to show what he can do. Now, Dave Canales was asked today, because one of the big things with Dave Canales and some of these younger receivers is, well, can they contribute on special teams? And he was asked the question today, and here was his response.
Bryson Tremaine in a certain role. So just continuing to find ways, to see how we can use Bryson as well.
Dave, talking about Jimmy Horn,
yeah.
Would it be more special team specific, especially with David Moore going on IR?
No, this is an offensive emphasis for Jimmy. This is the reason he's here. This developmental part of, knowing that these opportunities come up, and, this isn't the way that we would all love to see this happen with Demo getting injured. But opportunities come in a bunch of different ways, and here we are, and I'm excited for Jimmy to get out there. I'm excited for what he can bring to us.
So I don't think Jimmy Horn Jr. is just going to be a gadget guy. I think they're going to really make plays for him inside this offense, meaningful plays and opportunities, especially to fit some of his strengths and his skill set. So let's go to Jimmy's scouting report, because as a part of his skill set, there's a few things that I think could benefit us tremendously, right? Jimmy Horn is a shifty wide receiver with good top speed after the catch. Horn excels against zone coverage, where he has free releases to press and cut into the soft spots. He replaces defenders who vacate areas within coverage. Horn possesses the speed and acceleration to threaten defenses vertically on slot fades and seam routes. That could be very important. He runs horizontal routes well, adjusting his route speed based on his surroundings. That's instinctual, right? Horn has solid slight adjustments on quick passing routes. Now, the thing that makes this so interesting is, like, what could this do to help the others around you, right? I saw an interesting stat today. Teteroa McMillan, 41% of his man coverage snaps, 41% of his targets have come in man-to-man, right? And he's got 5 catches for 84 yards, which is second in the NFL, right, as a rookie, which is insane. So you got a man beater on the roster. Now you have someone from a speed perspective to be able to get into those soft zone spots, whenever the defense is playing any kind of zone cover 3 or anything like that, right? And so this should be a very, very interesting thing to see moving forward. Now, obviously, there are some things that, you are concerned about. Horn must prove he's able to beat man coverage without being schemed open. But that's the thing. I think that mostly what he will provide in this offense is the opportunity to be schemed open just on specific, like, I'll give you an example. Xavier Legette ran a a jet sweep, if you will, right? It may be something, end around or whatever you want to call it. Something like that, to me, is what you're going to see Jimmy Horn doing very early. Let's see if we can get the speed going. Let's see if we can get him in open space, because if he is, there's not many people that are going to be able to defend that speed. It's just point blank, period, right? He'll be one of the fastest receivers on the field the moment he steps on the field this Sunday, right? And so you want to see them be able to take advantage of those kind of things. Now, I think there'll be more plays than that. And honestly, I think also it's not going to take for them to see like one slant or something like that he runs if he gets that opportunity, and could potentially take something like that to the house before they start scheming more opportunities for him and getting him more involved in the offense. And like I said, with guys like, Teteroa McMillan, Jalen Coker potentially coming back this week, and Xavier Legette slated to come back as well, I think this should be really interesting. Horn's small wingspan is one of the reasons he's ineffective in contested catch situations. Passes need to be accurate with plus placement to optimize his skill set. I think when you have a quarterback like Bryce Young, someone who can play on time, or when he plays on time, shows that he can be accurate. This could be beneficial for both guys, right? But that's not what really, to me, creates the difference of what Jimmy Horn is going to bring to this offense, but more what he's going to bring to this team. So I want to show you this. I saw this earlier, and salute to the Panthers media team. I heard a couple of our Panther faithful reporters in the room whenever they were recording him saying this. I heard this, and I just thought, oh my gosh, like this right here.
Do you feel that?
Yeah, I feel it. They happy for me. They ready to see me get out.
Is there any pressure that comes with that?
Nah, I apply pressure. I don't let pressure apply me.
I apply pressure. I don't let pressure apply me. Bar. Absolute bar. I love it. Why do I love that? 6th round pick. Been inactive for weeks, right? All this media hype surrounding me from the locals, right? When I show up and I start blazing past everybody in camp. and in OTAs and everything, and people are freaking out about my speed. And I never got an opportunity to show it. But here you are. And to have that kind of confidence, I apply pressure, I don't let pressure apply me, is strong. Name someone on this team not named J.C. Horn that we saw a clip of that you would hear say that, even though these guys are proven Pro Bowlers. This is the kind of attitude you need moving forward for this team to turn things around. I saw a clip today, Adam Thielen, same thing, talking about the Chargers game last year. Man, you want to just see guys passionate, fired up. We knew he was talking about Bryce, right? If you're going to have guys that are more passive aggressive, you have to have this kind of mentality. Even if he doesn't, if he doesn't get a ton of targets, right? Teteroy McMillan's going to get a lot of targets. Jalen Coker's going to get a lot of targets. But man, you give me 1 or 2 opportunities and let me do this for you, coach, and show you what I can do, right? And watch me apply the pressure. Watch me play with some swag. Watch me wear my jewelry, run by people. Man, I saw Jackson Dart this Sunday. Man, he had that whole team just galvanized. This is the kind of stuff you need if you're going to take it to the next level, because I believe that it could particularly help this guy in particular.
That's a whole nother story. I ain't gonna talk about all that.
You said people who don't think you're that.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you mean by that?
You know, it's a whole lot of folks who saying, what I think it is more so, I think it more so, they just wait for me to show them. That's what I think it is.
And I think you're right. Waiting for you to show us. I could not agree with you more. We are waiting, right? Because we know you got it. I think that part of what made him have the impact he had last year and the time that he did was the energy, feeding off of the energy of other people. Bringing in the kind of attitude that says, I apply pressure, that's the type of energy you need, because we don't have that on offense for some reason, at least within this receiver group. Maybe it is this with the running backs, maybe the offensive line, who knows? But for the receivers, since Adam's been gone, it seems like we don't have any kind of emotional pulse. And I love seeing a guy who was drafted way after both of you guys, who hasn't had the opportunity of Jalen Coker, who hasn't made a Pro Bowl like Hunter Renfrow, come in and say, you know what? I apply pressure. Pressure don't apply me. Hey, brother, I hope you're successful, man. I've been in your corner from day one. When we were doing mock drafts in the offseason, there wasn't a single mock draft I didn't have Jimmy Horn in. And I hope that this opportunity, he comes out and absolutely kills it. But y'all let me know what you think. Man, I can't wait till Sunday, y'all. We're getting closer and closer and closer. I hope that this win is the spark that we need to take this season to the next level. But either way, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you never miss a video. My name is John from the One Carolina Show. Keep pounding.